Good morning everyone. Today we are presenting our project titled Resident Evil, inspired by 3D survival shooting game, which focuses on developing an interactive and immersive third-person survival game using Unity, one of the most powerful and widely used game engine in the industry. In recent years, shooter games have gained huge popularity because they combine action, strategy, and exploration, creating an engaging experience for players. And our project is inspired by such games, where the player is placed in a challenging and dangerous environment and must survive using skills and strategy. Let me show you. We have imported this in. This is the map, total survival map for the player, and where here the zombies are placed and the character also. The player is need to survive here for, without getting killed, and need to kill the zombies to survive and to stay alive. In our game, the player takes control of a trained SWAT officer who is placed in a hostile and abandoned environment. This is the character we are placed here for the game, and filled with zombies like these are the zombies we have used. And the player main object is to survive, explore the environment and eliminate enemies using shooting machines while maintaining health and awareness. The idea behind selecting this project was to gain practical and understanding of how real-time games are developed and how different components like player interaction, artificial intelligence, physics, and environment design work together. To form a complete system, we always wanted to explore how game design principles like difficulty, engagement, and feedback can improve the user experience. During the development process, we focused on creating a realistic environment, smooth player control, and engaging combat mechanics. So the player feels connected to the game. This project helped us improve not only our technical skills but also our creativity and teamwork and problem solving abilities. Let me play the game. This is the character we need to start with, and we have placed some machines like guns to kill the zombies and to survive. The player needs to kill the zombies here and need to survive from getting killed. We have also added some animations for everything, for running and shooting and see. After shooting the zombie will die, and also the player will get the hit effects also if the zombie kill. When the player goes near the zombie activates and gets tries to kill the player. It also damages the player, and the player needs to play according to the health he has and need to survive the game. And this is the vehicle we have added. We can actually drive it. As you can see, we are driving it. So we have added terrains like flooded area. This is the total map of the game, and we have this is the total map of the game where the player will survive. And we have used assets like these are the characters we have placed here, and we can only choose the character which the player needs to want to play. And these are the prefabs for the character we have, which we have, and these are the animations for the character like running and everything. For the player, we have created these animations like cross punch, rifle, and the imported to the character, and we have created the script in Visual Studio's code. This is the code for the player script, and we have created for the health bar also, and rifle also. This rifle can actually damage the zombies. These are the scripts for the zombies. And also there are some places where the player, if the player enters, the so many zombies will spawn and try to kill the player. Let me show you. This is the checkpoint where we have created, and some zombies will spawn and try to kill the. There are the zombies. They will try to kill the player. They will spawn massively, and it is where the more dangerous place we have created. And we have imported like 5 zombies in this game. Each has its own skin and its own animations. Every zombie has a separate animations like running, attacking, and death. And from this, we have created this project helped us improving not only our technical skills but also our creativity, teamwork, and problem solving abilities, as we had to plan, design, and implement it, and test different features step by step. And overall, this project gives us a strong foundation in game development concept. And now I would like to hand over to my teammates to explain the objective of our project in detail. Thank you. Start.
Thank you, Induvardhan. The objects of our project were designed to cover all the essential components required to build a complete and functional survival game. Start with the goal of designing an interactive 3D environment where the player can move freely and explore different areas, which helps in understanding and spatial awareness and user interaction in the game world. One of our primary objectives was to implement smooth and responsive player movement, ensuring that the controls feels natural, easy to use, which is very important for maintaining player engagement. Along with movement, we also focused on implementing a shooting mechanism that includes aiming using a crosshair system and firing a weapon with realistic effects, making combat more immersive. Another major objective was to stimulate enemy AI behavior, where enemies are programmed to detect the player, follow them across the environment, and attack when they come close, which adds realism and challenges to the gameplay. We also aim to create a visual appealing and immersive environment using terrain design, lightning, shadows, and atmospheric effects like fog, which enhance the overall mood and experience of the game. Additionally, we want to ensure that project remains beginner friendly by also being flexible enough to allow future enhancements such as adding new levels, missions, advanced AI, multiple functionality. These objects help us structure our development process and ensures that we focus on both functionality and user experience. And now I will pass it to on my teammate to explain the technologies used in our project. Thank you.
Myself, Rishwan, I am going to tell about the technologies used in this game. In this project, we used a combination of modern tools and technologies that are widely using in the game development industry to build our game efficiency and effectively. Starting with Unity, which is a powerful and flexible game design that supports both 2D and 3D game development and provides features such as physical simulation, lighting, rendering, animation system, and asset management. Unity allows developers to visually design game environments and easily manage objects such as within a scene, making it an ideal choice for beginners as well as professionals. For programming, we used C++. This is the code, and this is the code for the zombies. For flipping the camera, this is the code, and for health bar, we generated the code like this. And next, which is the primary scripting language used by Unity, and it is helped us implement core functionalities, languages, and such players, shooting mechanics, AI, any enemy AI behavior, collision detection, and overall game logic. Using C++, we are able to control how different objects interact with each other and respond to user inputs. We also used Visual Studio as our integrated development environment, uh, which provided useful features like code suggestions, debugging tools, and errors detection, making it easier to write and maintain code. The Unity editor was used to design scenes, arrange game objects, apply materials, and figure lighting and camera settings. In addition to this, we used various assets such as 3D character models, terrain elements, animations, textures, and sound effects to enhance the visual and audio quality of the game. The assets helped us create a more realistic and engaging environment for the player. Overall, the combination of these technologies allowed us to build a structured, functional, and visually appealing game. And now let's move on to the game description, which is told by Kirtan.
Our game is built using multi-interconnected systems that works together similarly and create a smooth, responsive, and engaging gameplay experience. And each system plays a specific role in ensuring that the game functions correctly and efficiently. The development of this system was carrying off using the game engine Unity and the programming language C, which allows us to implement complex behavior and interaction with the game. The first and most important system is the player control system, which is responsible for handling our input and translating it into character movement. This system allows to play to move in third person perfectly with smooth and responsive control, including walking, running, training, jumping, stopping, and it ensures that the player can navigate the environment usually without any lag or delay. The camera system is closely integrated with the player control system, and dynamic follows the player while training an assistant angle and distance, proving a clear view of the surroundings and enhance the overall gameplay experience. The second major system is the shooting mechanism, which enables the player to interact with enemies using a weapon. This system includes features such as firing bullets, detecting collisions, generating impact effect, and applying damage to enemies. And it also incorporates a crosshair based enemy system that helps the player target enemies accurately. The shooting system is designed enemies accurately. The shooting system is designed to be receive immediately feedback when firing a weapon. The next important system is detection logic independence, playing position, movement logic to follow the players, the attack logic and deal damage with the player within range. The AI system adds complexity and challenges to the game by making enemies behave dynamically, ratherly. Enemies behave dynamically through and static. Another certain system is the environment system, which is responsible for creating the game world, including training object lighting and atmospheric effect. This system ensures that the environment is usually appearing to support gameplay by proving abstracts and elements that influence and strategic elements, giving important information to the player such as health bar and crosshair, and it ensures the player to aware of their current status during gameplay. In addition, the core system, they are supporting systems such as collision system, which detects interaction between object and the animation system, which ensures the character movement and action appearance smooth and realistic. All these systems are interconnected and communicates with each other to create consecutive and functional game. For example, the game control system interacts with the camera system to adjust the view. The shooting the shooting system interacts with the enemy's AI support AI system to apply damage and UI system updates based on the player's health and action. The integration of these systems overall the system features of our game highlights the complexity and depth innovation in game development and showcase our understanding of how the design and implement interact system using model tools and technologies.
Our game is designed as a third person survival shooter where the camera is positioned behind the player, providing a wide and clear view of the surroundings environment, which significantly improves players' awareness and control during gameplay. The use of a third person perspectively allows the player to observe both the character and the environment simultaneously, making navigation and combat more effective and impression. The game is developed using the powerful engine Unity, which helps us create realistic visuals and smooth gameplay. The player takes controls of a Sabbath officer who is placed in a dangerous and abnormal environment filled with zombies like enemies, and the entire setup is designed to create a sense of tension, fear, and urgency, which are key elements of survival-based games. The environment plays a crucial role in enhancing the gameplay experience, and it is designed using various components such as terrain, vegetation, roads, obstacles, and atmospheric effects like a fog and lighting. These elements work together to create a dark and intense survival theme, making the player feel like are in a real life hostage situation. The terrain is designed to include both open areas and configured spaces, allowing the player to experience different types of challenges such as long range combat in open fields and close ranges, encounters in tight spaces. The presence of obstacles like trees, rocks, and structures adds complexity to movement and forces the player to think strategically while navigating the environment. The player can move freely in all directions, including walking, running, and turning, and movement system is designed to be smooth and responsive so that the player feels fully in control of the character. The camera system designing dynamically follows the player and adjusts based on momentum and direction, ensuring that the player has a clear view surroundings. A crosshair system is implemented at the center of the screen, which helps the player aim accurately at enemies, and the system is essential for shooting mechanisms mechanics. The shooting system is designed to provide a realistic experience where the player can fire a weapon and the bullets interact with the environment and enemies, creating visual efforts such as impact marks and animations. Enemies are placed throughout the environment and they are designed to behave dynamically using AI, which means they can defeat the player, move towards them, and attack when they are close. This creates a continuous sense of danger and keeps the player engaged of all times. The health system is another important component of the game where the player has a limited amount of health that decreases when attacked by enemies, and if the health reaches zero, the game ends, which adds a survival aspect to the gameplay. The player must therefore balance between attacking enemies and avoiding damages, which requires quick decision making and strategies. The overall gameplay loop involves exploring the environment, identifying enemies, aiming and shooting, avoiding attacks, and surviving for as long as possible. The design of the game ensures that the player is constantly challenged and motivated to improve their performance. Additionally, the visual and audio elements of the game, such as lighting effects, shadows, and background sounds, contribute to the immersion experience by creating a realistic and engaging atmosphere. The combination of all these elements make the game both challenging and enjoyable, providing a complete survival shooter experience that reflects the core concepts of modern game design.
finally lifting. The worst of it. The smoke always comes with the night. Look, the light. It's almost hopeful. Another day begins, Kyle.